Hello all, welcome back to NSA Maths. Now the next topic of our syllabus, orthogonal matrix, linear and orthogonal transformation. So first of all we learn the definition of orthogonal matrix. What is the definition of orthogonal matrix? A square matrix A is said to be orthogonal if value of A into A transpose is equals to I is the identity matrix, is equals to A transpose into A. That means if you calculate the value of A into A transpose or A transpose into A, this is equals to the identity matrix. That time we can say that given matrix A is orthogonal matrix. And if matrix A is orthogonal matrix, then we get a property that A inverse, value of A inverse is equals to A transpose. This is a property of orthogonal matrix. If matrix A is orthogonal matrix, then value of A inverse is equals to A transpose. Then you see the linear transformation. What is linear transformation? The transformation y is equals to x is called linear transformation from x to y. Y is equals to x. This is the linear transformation from this x to this y. Okay. And this inverse transformation is given by y is equals to, or inverse transformation from y to x is obtained by using x is equals to A inverse y. Or we can also obtain this inverse transformation by using our system, solution of system, or by using echelon form, where A is a linear operator and value of A inverse is adjoint of A upon determinant of A. So this is inverse transformation. From this we can calculate the transformation from y to x as x is equals to this A comes here, so A inverse y. Then what is the orthogonal transformation? Next point is orthogonal transformation. So the transformation y is equals to x is called orthogonal transformation from x to y if and only if A is orthogonal matrix. Okay. When we say that y is equals to ax is an orthogonal transformation from x to y if this matrix A is orthogonal matrix. Okay. Now the properties of this orthogonal matrix and orthogonal transformation. The first property, if determinant of A is 0, if determinant of A is 0, then the transformation is called the singular or singular transformation. Okay. And if determinant of A is not equals to 0, then the transformation is called a regular transformation or the non-singular transformation. Then next property, for orthogonal matrix, determinant of A is equals to plus minus 1. For an orthogonal matrix, if you have given a matrix A which is an orthogonal matrix, then that time determinant of A is equals to plus minus 1. So how this determinant of A is plus minus 1? We can prove this property as, if A is orthogonal matrix, then according to the definition, A into A transpose is equals to identity, we can write. Now taking determinant of both sides, you will get A into A transpose, determinant is equals to determinant of I. That means determinant of A into determinant of A transpose is equals to determinant of I. What is I? Determinant of I? I is the identity matrix and determinant of identity matrix is 1. Now here determinant of A and determinant of A transpose are same. So instead of writing determinant of A transpose, we can also write here determinant of A. So determinant of A into determinant of A is equals to 1. That means determinant of A square is equals to 1. That means determinant of A is equals to plus minus 1, taking root on both sides. So if A is an orthogonal matrix, then determinant of A is always equals to plus minus 1. Then next property, that is property number 4. If y is equals to ax, this is a linear transformation from x to y, and x is equals to bz, this is a linear transformation from z to x, is a linear transformation from z to x. Okay. Now see here, we have to transform x to y Okay, and this transformation from z to x. That means we are going to transform z to x and x to y. So by combining these both the transformation, that means z to x and x to y, we can find a composite transformation from z to y. We can find the composite transformation from z to y, because there are two steps process. Z to x, this transformation is from z to x, and this transformation is from x to y. So we can combine both the transformation and find the transformation from z to y. So how to find this transformation from z to y? So see, we have given that y is equals to ax. In that put value of x as a bz. So we will get y is equals to a in bracket value of x as a bz. That means y is equals to a b into z. So you will get here y is equals to a b z. That is a composite transformation from z to y directly. This transformation is called composite transformation. Now this is all about theory of transformation. Now let us take one example on this. Question is, express x1 x2 in terms of z1 z2. See here, in the first transformation we have given that x1 x2 in terms of y1 y2, and in the second transformation we have given that y1 y2 in terms of z1 z2, and we have to make this in the combine and express x1 x2 in terms of this z1 z2. For that we are going to write first given transformation. X1 is equals to 3y1 plus 5y2, x2 is equals to minus y1 plus 7y2. This transformation can be written in the matrix form as x1 x2, it is in left hand side, is equals to the coefficient matrix, that is 3 5 minus 1 7, into coefficient of this y1 y2, these are variables. So we call it as this transformation as x is equals to a y. We will get this first transformation. Similarly, from second transformation, we have given the second transformation as y1 is equals to z1 plus 3z2 and y2 is equals to 4z1. We can write this transformation in the matrix form as column matrix y1 y2 is equals to matrix of coefficient 1 3. Here coefficient of z1 is 4 and z2 is absent, so coefficient of z2 is 0 into z1 z2. That means we can write this y into this matrix. Don't use again a because we already use a here, so call it as a b into this z1 z2 as a capital Z. We will get this second transformation. Now put this value in this equation number 1. Put in 1. Put the value of y is equals to bz in equation number 1. That will get, therefore x is equals to a into y. So x is equals to a into, what is the value of y? Y is bz. That is x is equals to a into b into z. You will get this value, x is equals to a b z. So this is x is equals to, what is A matrix? A matrix is already written here. This matrix is A matrix 3 5 minus 1 7. 3 5 minus 1 7. Multiply by B matrix. B matrix is written here 1 3 4 0 into this Z matrix as it is. Then multiply these two matrices. So we will get x is equals to multiplication of these two matrices into Z. So what is multiplication of these two matrices? Multiply first row to the first column. So 3 into 1 it is 3 plus 5 into 4 20. So 3 plus 20 it is 23. Then first row second column 3 into 3 9 plus 5 into 0 0. So 9 plus 0 it is 9. Now second row first column minus 1 into 1 that is minus 1 plus 7 into 4 28. Minus 1 plus 28 it is 27. Now second row second column minus 1 into 3 minus 3 plus 7 into 0 0. So minus 3 plus 0 it is minus 3. So we will get this transformation. That means values of x1, x2. Matrix is 23, 9, 27, minus 3, and z is z1, z2. From this we can rewrite the equations. X1 is equals to 23 z1 plus 9 z2, and x2 is equals to 27 z1 minus 3 z2. This is our final answer. That means we express x1 and x2 in terms of z1 and z2 by using matrix method. So this is our final answer. Remaining examples we will see in the next video.